Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I am sorry for my absence. I haven't uploaded in like 4 or 5 days. I have been spending time with my girlfriend and just enjoying some time off. But in the meantime, I also thought of like 4 or 5 more videos to make. So really, it's also been a good thing because it's giving me time to plan some more videos. Um, Thank you for tuning into this one. Also, I just want to mention, last time I uploaded, I think I had like 4 subscribers, and now I have 6. I know it's not a huge jump, but I want to thank all 6 of my subscribers plus all the viewers who actually leave likes on my videos. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and I thank you for supporting me and the channel. Today, I just want to ask a very simple question. This video is a bit of a conspiracy video, but we are asking the question: is the Super Bowl logo theory real? Now, to break down this theory, if you don't know what it is, it's basically asking: is the Super Bowl logo theory real? So the way the theory works, or the conspiracy, I guess, the colors of the Super Bowl and the logo and the color schemes will determine which teams will face off. Obviously, this past Super Bowl, it was kind of prevalent. We had 2 teams that featured the same colors, red and green, which red being the Chiefs and green being the Eagles. And then the Super Bowl prior, which was a bit different, but that had purple and it had red, which we all thought would be Ravens 49ers. Luckily, the 49ers choked and fell apart in the Super Bowl, and the Ravens choked and didn't even make the Super Bowl despite them being so good. So, but let's just dive into this topic. So, as of every NFL season, there's always controversy after every season when it comes to the refs, controversial calls, missed calls, calls that went the wrong way. Um, so as especially as of recently with the color schemes and the logos, like again, here's Super Bowl 59, red and green. What teams are red? Obviously, the Chiefs were red, and the green was the Eagles. Obviously, that green's not exactly the kind of green that is the Eagles, but um, it's still close enough. And here we have Super Bowl 59, which featured the purple and red, which made people think we were going to get Ravens 49ers. That didn't happen. The Ravens fell apart in the AFC Championship game, and the 49ers fell apart in the Super Bowl. Ha ha. But I mean, no, that makes the question ask, is this theory real? And, you can, especially with this next Super Bowl, this is kind of what brought the theory to life. The red and the green, the Eagles and the 40, not the Eagles and the Chiefs. And here we have Super Bowl 56, which the color schemes do not match the teams we got. We actually got Bengals, Rams, which actually it did kind of because it did feature orange and yellow. Rams have a bit of yellow in them, and the Bengals are obviously orange. Here we have Super Bowl 60, which throws us off like crazy. There's a bit of blue in there for the Lions. I mean, it could be a couple teams. A bit of green and yellow for the Packers. A bit of red for a couple of teams. I mean, it kind of, especially as of recently, with all the Super Bowls having different color schemes. Again, Super Bowl 57 having the red and green. The team with the least amount of colors end up winning sometimes. So, for example, in Super Bowl 56, there was only a little bit of yellow. Guess what team won? The Rams have a bit of yellow. The Eagles won this Super Bowl. Obviously, in Super Bowl 59, there wasn't a whole lot of green. They ended up winning. Super Bowl 57, there wasn't a whole lot of red. They ended up winning. Let me pull up some old pictures of some Super Bowls, and this is why the theory didn't exist back then. This is a very basic logo, not a whole lot of colors. You can't really tell. Super Bowl 48 shows the city. I mean, you can't tell what teams are going to get. And this is one of my favorite logos, too. This one's so awesome. Super Bowl 36, you cannot tell what team plays, except obviously the Patriots played. So maybe the conspiracy existed for a while. But no. Super Bowl 54. No, that was a 49ers and Chiefs. The 49ers blew 2 Super Bowl leads. It's quite sad. Um, I mean, like, if you look at all of those examples I put up on the screen, you could easily say the theory or the conspiracy it might be real because again, Super Bowl 57, a little bit of red, the Chiefs ended up winning. Super Bowl 56, a little bit of yellow, the Rams ended up winning. I wasn't happy about that. I don't like the Rams, but hey, if things happen, can't control it. Um, I mean, if I want to put my opinion on it, do I believe the theory? I mean, yeah, yes and no. Obviously, you could look at it many different ways. Again, this theory only exists, especially over the past couple of years, because again, the past like 5 Super Bowls have had a colorful logo with two different colors, usually the color schemes, obviously. So again, Super Bowl 56 featured a bit of yellow and it featured quite a lot of orange. Um, Going into that Super Bowl, before we actually had that matchup, I don't think many people expected to get the Bengals and the Rams, but we got it. And then we had this Super Bowl. A lot of obviously the NFL was constantly talking about the three-peat. I was so annoyed with it. All they could talk about all season was, will the Chiefs three-peat? Are they going to three-peat? You know, all of this, and if they win, it's going to solidify them as the best dynasty of all time. And I don't know, man. This theory also ties into the refs a lot. Now, obviously, after every NFL season, or just again throughout every NFL season, there is a lot of controversy regarding refs, missed calls, wrong calls. I mean, we can go back to Super Bowl 45 where my Seahawks played against the Steelers. Um, I mean, I don't remember every example because I was very young when that Super Bowl happened, but if you just search up a simple video, so many people talk about all the bad calls in that Super Bowl and how that Super Bowl was basically rigged for the Steelers because I guess they wanted the Steelers to win. Um, and then obviously with the Chiefs, we all know what that's like. The Chiefs have been kind of on the good end of receiving certain penalties for like the past 3 years, I believe. You know, especially this year, like almost every game they played throughout the entire season, every game had a bad call. We go back to their Falcons matchup. I believe there was a bad call in that game. You go to their Bengals matchup all the way back in week 2. I believe there was a bad call in that game. Basically, almost every game they have been saved by the refs or just pure good luck on their defense. For example, blocking that field goal from the Broncos, I believe it was the Broncos. Yeah, I think it was the Broncos. They would have lost that game if they didn't block it, and they would have lost to the Bengals if they wasn't a bad call. They would have lost so many games. I mean, they lost to the freaking Ravens because of a toe tap. So, back to the theory in general. Again, you could look at it one of two ways. You know, the color schemes, yeah, they've been matching the matchups we've been getting. Sent like especially Super Bowl 56. That one really kind of, I mean, I believe that one. Look, there's the yellow, there's the orange, there's the Super Bowl 57, the red and the Eagles green. You know, the Chiefs ended up winning because, again, sometimes the team, well, actually, no, not sometimes. Every time, the team with the least amount of color in the logo has ended up winning. So the Eagles just won their Super Bowl. And now with Super Bowl 60, I mean, there's a lot of colors. So maybe they're trying to throw us off just like Super Bowl 58 where it was the purple and red. People thought for some reason we were going to get Ravens and 49ers. Yeah, the 49ers did make it. The purple represented Taylor Swift, I guess, because that's actually no. Some people legit point that part out, like say, "Oh, it's not for the Ravens; it's for the Taylor Swift." I hate how they show her so much. I'm sorry. I feel like if she was anybody else, if Travis Kelsey was dating anybody else, someone who wasn't as big, well, I don't know, just anybody who's not Taylor Swift, I feel like they would not shove her in our face that much. But they, ugh. I'm not gonna hate on her. It's not her fault. It's not like she's the one who chooses to be shown on camera a lot. It's the broadcaster or whoever's behind the cameras and shit. They're the ones that choose to show it. So I'm not gonna hate on her. I don't care for her music, but I'm not gonna be like a straight hater that just says, "Oh, her music's dookie." It's not my kind of music, anyways. I'm not. I'll listen to white girl music, but man, I mean, the theory honestly could be real. It could be, especially with some of the calls, some of the things that have happened. You know, again, last 4 Super Bowls have really matched the logo. Again, the only one that doesn't match 100% is Super Bowl 58, which had the purple. But again, um, this logo for Super Bowl 60, it might be throwing us off because there's a lot of colors in there. It's very, very colorful. Um, yeah, man. I mean, let me just answer the question: is the theory real? Maybe. I honestly can't say. I mean, you look at the refs. There's a lot of examples of the ref making bad calls each and every year, and a lot of them, especially again, benefiting the Chiefs. I kind of find it funny that DeAndre Hopkins had the audacity after the Super Bowl to go like, "Oh, the refs, you know, blah blah blah." He was talking about how the refs didn't help him. Like, "Oh, are you upset?" Are you guys upset that the refs didn't help you again? Because, again, they helped you guys all season. The entire year, you guys have received help from the refs. And now all of a sudden, you don't get help from the refs and you lose. Honestly, that Super Bowl made me so happy. Like, the fact that the score, oh, it was perfect. It really should have just stayed 40-6 because that would have been better. I mean, it might as well be. You might as well look at it that way. But yeah, I mean, I believe, honestly, the theory, conspiracy, it could easily be real. Especially, again, like with, again, all the examples I mentioned, Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 56, Super Bowl 57, 59. All of the examples of these past few Super Bowls are fine examples to point at. I mean, it could be real. It could be. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to cut this video off now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Cowboys can't shoot souls.